Each of us has had moments where we wished we could turn back time, to correct mistakes, to make different choices, to live a life without regrets. We long for the wisdom and understanding to make the right decisions, to avoid unnecessary stumbles and pain. But time is an unstoppable flow, and we cannot change the past. However, that doesn't mean we can't learn from the past and create a better future. Life is a long journey, and on that journey, every experience, whether joyful or sorrowful, brings us valuable lessons. In this video, we will share with you profound life lessons, simple truths that have the power to change lives. These are lessons that, had we known them earlier, we might have been able to avoid many mistakes, make wiser decisions, and live a more fulfilling life. Join us in exploring these lessons so you can apply them to your own life, so you can grow, become wiser and happier every day. Don't let past mistakes haunt you. Turn them into stepping stones to reach new successes, because it's never too late to learn and change. Let's start the journey of discovery and transformation together today. Lesson 1. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Tomorrow were your last day. What would you do? Would you spend time with your loved ones, pursue your burning passions, or simply enjoy the little things you often overlook? Living as if tomorrow is your last day doesn't mean living recklessly or disregarding consequences. It means living fully, cherishing every moment, and leaving nothing to regret. Try to imagine each day as a gift, and you have the task of opening it and discovering the wonderful things inside. Live with gratitude, passion, and love. Don't let fear or procrastination prevent you from love. Don't let fear or procrastination prevent you from living a meaningful life, because in the end, all we have is the present, and every day is an opportunity for us to live our lives to the fullest. Lesson 2. No one is truly free if they cannot master themselves. Freedom, a concept that everyone desires, but not everyone truly understands its essence. Freedom is not simply doing whatever one pleases, but also the ability to master oneself, to control one's thoughts, emotions, and actions. Without this mastery, we will forever remain slaves to our desires, bad habits, or negative external influences. Imagine a person addicted to alcohol. Even though they may be free to move, eat, or do whatever they want, they are not truly free because they are dependent on alcohol. Similarly, a person easily swayed by emotions or influenced by the opinions of others cannot attain true freedom. True freedom comes from self-mastery. When we master ourselves, we can make wise decisions, pursue meaningful goals, and live a life aligned with our values. We are no longer bound by fleeting temptations or external pressures. We become the masters of our own lives. Lesson 3. Hatred cannot drive out hatred. Only love can do that. Hatred is like a smoldering fire, burning the soul and spreading darkness to every corner of life. It traps us in the past, in wounds and resentment, preventing us from finding true peace or happiness. Hatred only breeds more hatred, creating an endless cycle of negativity. Only love has the power to heal and soothe the wounds of the heart. Love is like a cool breeze, blowing away the dark clouds of hatred, bringing light and hope. When we choose love over hate, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of the past, opening the door to forgiveness and reconciliation. Love is not just a romantic feeling between two people, but also compassion, empathy, and sharing with everyone around us. When we spread love, we not only bring happiness to others, but also find peace and true joy within our own souls. Let love be our guide. Let it heal our wounds and illuminate our path. Because only love can dispel hatred, bringing forth a more peaceful and happy world. Lesson 4. Success is not the final destination, nor is failure the end. It is the courage to continue that truly matters. Life is a journey filled with challenges, and no one can avoid stumbling along the way. There will be times when we achieve proud accomplishments, but there will also be times when we face bitter setbacks. However, what truly matters is not how many times you fall, but whether you have the courage to get back up and keep moving forward. Failure is not the end, but rather an opportunity to learn and grow. It shows us where we need to change and where we need to put in more effort. Success is also not the ultimate goal, but merely a stop on the long journey of life. After each success, we have new goals to conquer and new challenges to overcome. It is courage, perseverance, and determination that ultimately determine our success or failure. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't shy away from challenges. Always keep your faith and continue moving forward, because only those who dare to face difficulties and rise after each fall can achieve true success. Lesson 5. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Glory is not a path strewn with roses, but a journey filled with thorns and challenges. On that journey, no one can avoid stumbling and experiencing bitter failures. However, what distinguishes those who succeed from those who remain trapped in failure is not whether they ever fall, but how they face and overcome those difficulties. Our greatest glory lies not in never failing, but in our ability to rise after each fall, learn from our mistakes, and continue moving forward with an even stronger spirit. Each fall is an opportunity for us to look back at ourselves, recognize our weaknesses, and find ways to overcome them. Each time we rise, we prove to ourselves and to the world our unwavering strength and determination. Don't be afraid of failure, for it is an inevitable part of life. Instead, embrace it as a challenge, an opportunity for you to learn and grow. Remember, true glory doesn't come from avoiding failure, but from facing it and overcoming it. Lesson 6. Failure is the spice that gives success its flavor. Failure, though bitter and difficult to accept, is an indispensable part of the path to success. It's like the pungent spices that blend into the dish of life, creating a rich and memorable flavor. Without failure, success would become bland, tasteless, lacking in depth and meaning. It is through stumbles, mistakes, and hardships that we learn valuable lessons. They help us recognize our weaknesses, cultivate perseverance and determination, and appreciate our achievements even more. Without those failures, we would never know our limits, never be able to surpass them to reach new heights. Failure is not the end, but a part of the process. It's an opportunity for us to learn, grow, and become stronger. So don't be afraid of failure. Embrace it with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Turn those failures into stepping stones to success. And you will realize that it is those very bitter experiences that create the sweet taste of victory. Lesson 7. We often suffer more in imagination than in reality. Imagination, although a wonderful gift of humanity, can sometimes become a trap that imprisons us in suffering. We tend to magnify our fears, worries, and anxieties, painting worst-case scenarios that can happen, causing ourselves to drown in imagined pain. In reality, what we fear often doesn't happen, or if it does, it's not as terrible as we imagined. We spend too much time and energy worrying about things that haven't happened yet, only to miss out on the joys and precious opportunities in the present. Learn to recognize when your imagination is deceiving you. When you feel anxious or afraid, stop and ask yourself, is this really happening? What is the probability of it happening? If it does happen, what can I do to cope? By facing your fears with a clear and rational mind, you will realize that we often suffer more in imagination than in reality. Focus on the present, on what you can control, and take action to change what you're not happy with. Don't let your imagination become a prison that traps you in invisible suffering. Live each moment to the fullest and enjoy the good things that life has to offer. Lesson 8. Fortune favors the bold. Luck isn't a gift that falls from the sky. It's the result of continuous effort and taking initiative. Those who dare to step out of their comfort zones, face challenges, and embrace risks are the ones who have the opportunity to grasp luck. Imagine life as a vast ocean. Those who merely stand on the shore, afraid of the waves and storms, will never be able to discover the treasures hidden deep beneath the sea. Only those who dare to set sail, braving the storms, can find new islands and new opportunities. Being bold doesn't mean being reckless or blind. It's a combination of passion, knowledge, and thorough preparation. When you have a clear goal, a specific plan, and a spirit that's not afraid of difficulties, you've created a favorable environment for luck to find you. Don't wait for luck to knock on your door. Actively seek it out by constantly learning, experimenting and stepping outside your comfort zone. Remember, fortune always favors the bold. Lesson 9. Learn as if you will live forever. If we live with the mindset that we will live forever, we will never stop learning. We will always crave to explore the world around us, learn about different cultures, immerse ourselves in books, and relentlessly seek answers to life's big questions. Learning not only helps us broaden our understanding, but also brings joy and satisfaction. It helps us develop critical thinking, creativity, and problem-solving skills. It makes us more confident, independent, and adaptable to any changes in life. Make learning an integral part of your life. Never think that you know enough because knowledge is infinite. Always maintain a thirst for learning, a spirit of progress, and a desire for exploration, because only through continuous learning can we live a fulfilling and meaningful life. Lesson 10. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Understanding others is a valuable quality, but understanding oneself is the key that unlocks the door to true wisdom. We spend our entire lives learning about the world around us, about other people, about new things, but sometimes we forget to explore ourselves. Knowing others is intelligent because it allows us to understand their motivations, thoughts, and behaviors, enabling us to interact and build effective relationships. However, knowing oneself is true wisdom because it requires deep, honest, and continuous introspection. We need to clearly understand our strengths, weaknesses, values, and goals so that we can make the right decisions and live a meaningful life. Self-awareness is a never-ending journey that demands patience and courage. We need to confront the hidden corners of our souls, accept our mistakes, and constantly strive for self-improvement. Only when we truly understand ourselves can we unleash our full potential and live an authentic and happy life. Lesson 11. There is only one path to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things beyond our control. Life is a vibrant tapestry, filled with constant ups and downs and changes. We often get caught up in a whirlwind of worries and anxieties about things that are beyond our control. We worry about the future, about what might happen, about what others think of us. But the truth is, these worries only exhaust us and rob us of the joy in the present moment. The only path to true happiness is to learn to accept what we cannot change and focus on what we can control. Instead of worrying about the uncertain future, let's focus on living each present moment to the fullest. Instead of trying to please everyone, let's focus on doing what's best for ourselves. Instead of letting negative thoughts overwhelm us, let's focus on cultivating gratitude and optimism. When we stop worrying about things beyond our control, we liberate ourselves from unnecessary burdens. We will have more time and energy to enjoy life, pursue our passions, and build meaningful relationships. Happiness is not a distant destination, but a state of mind, a choice that we can make today. Lesson 12. Success often comes to those who don't know that failure is inevitable. Success often smiles upon those who are unaware of the limits of failure. They move forward with the unwavering belief that every challenge can be overcome, every difficulty has a solution. This optimism and determination doesn't mean they ignore reality or lack preparation, but rather they see failure as an inevitable part of the process, an opportunity to learn and improve. These individuals don't flinch in the face of obstacles, nor do they let the fear of failure hinder them from pursuing their dreams. They understand that, on the path to success, there will be times when they stumble, but the important thing is that they are always ready to get back up and keep fighting. They don't see failure as the end, but as a lesson, a motivation to strive even harder. It is this fearless attitude towards failure that makes all the difference. It helps them surpass their own limitations, discover untapped potential, and ultimately achieve accomplishments beyond expectations. Because when you believe you can, you will find a way to make it happen. And when you don't know that failure is inevitable, you will never stop until you succeed. Lesson 13. You are not obligated to win, but you are obligated to try your hardest every day. Life is not a race where only the first one to the finish line is recognized. Winning is not the only destination, and failure is not the end. What matters most is the spirit of continuous effort, the act of giving your all in every moment. You are not obligated to always win, because life is full of challenges and surprises. There will be times when you stumble. There will be times when you feel you are not strong enough, but don't let those things discourage you. Remember, you have an obligation to try your best every day, no matter the outcome. Trying your best doesn't mean you have to be perfect or achieve everything immediately. It means you are constantly striving to push your limits, learn from your mistakes, and continuously improve. It's the process of battling with yourself, overcoming fears and insecurities to become the best version of yourself. And whether you win or not, be proud of your efforts, because it is that relentless effort that is most valuable, that will help you grow and achieve true success in life. Lesson 14. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Words are just vibrations in the air. Only action creates real change. You can say you want to lose weight, but if you don't change your diet and exercise, your weight won't change. You can say you want to learn a new language, but if you don't spend time learning vocabulary and grammar, you won't be able to communicate. Don't let procrastination and fear hold you back. Start with small steps, one at a time. Don't worry too much about doing everything perfectly from the start. What matters is that you've begun and are moving forward. Remember, every action, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Stop talking and start acting today. Turn your dreams into reality through relentless effort. Because success doesn't come from empty words, but from concrete and persistent action. Lesson 15. Sometimes it takes a hard fall to truly know where you stand. Life isn't always a smooth, straight path. Sometimes we need a significant setback to realize our true position. It's like climbing a mountain. Only when we slip do we become acutely aware of the height we've achieved and the potential dangers that lie ahead. That fall, though painful, serves as a powerful reminder of reality, awakening us from illusions and complacency. Failure, heartbreak, or loss in any form can be that necessary fall. It forces us to pause, reflect on ourselves, and reevaluate what we have and what we're pursuing. It's in the toughest moments that we truly see our core values, the relationships that matter, and the goals worth striving for. Don't fear the fall, for it's an opportunity to rise stronger. Turn pain into motivation and failure into lessons. Today's fall can be the stepping stone for tomorrow's successes, as long as you have the courage to face and overcome it. Because only when we know where we stand can we find the right path to continue our journey.